dynamic leadership of Rohit sir and Chairman AICTE, Professor Sitaram sir, we are actually working towards launching this Tomato Grand Challenge, sir. This challenge is based on our earlier experience or Onion Grand Challenge, which is moving forward successfully, sir. And I take this opportunity to thank Ministry of Consumer Affairs for giving us this opportunity, for collaborating, and together we are actually setting up a model on grand challenges which has not been actually existing within this country. So this is the second grand challenge which we are launching together. This is a soft launch, and after this launch, sir, we will reach out to large number of our engineering institutions, technology institutions, and from there we will try to seek ideas. So, sir, with your kind permission, I would actually like to go for presentation.
Okay.
For after my presentation, I will request Chairman AICTE also to give his comments, followed by your address.
Right,
sir.
right.
So, can I have the presentation, please? Yeah. We can use. उसको full view. View में जाके. हाँ, thank you.
We also need his replacement. He wants to go to do bigger things. This is okay. Good.
So,
everybody should move on.
As I said, this is a joint initiative between Ministry of Consumer Affairs, All India Council for Technical Education, MIC, that is Ministry of Innovation, Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, and Ministry of Innovation. So the primary objective of this Grand Challenge, Tomato Grand Challenge, is to seek innovative and cost-effective technologies for tomatoes in different in the entire life cycle, life chain of tomato processing, which starts from pre-production, primary processing, post-harvest storage, and even valorization. And what we would like to seek ideas here is that they should be scalable ideas and standalone ideas so that they could be actually implemented on ground. And the primary objective of this entire grand challenge is not to just come up with a solution which is lab size, but this process will involve actually taking from lab to the ground or to the field. And it will have 3 phases. Next slide, please. So, as I said, sir, we will have 4 verticals for this challenge. One vertical will be related to primary processing of tomatoes so that the loss which happens at the farm level can be self curtailed. Then we will have one more important vertical, that is storage, improvisation in storage facilities, because during storage there is a lot of wastage which is happening. Then post harvesting stage, this because while you are harvesting, due to the different instruments and the process of involved in harvesting, there is loss. And apart from that, value addition, which involves valorization, when it comes to lot of developing a lot of products which are tomato based, like ketchups and purees and so on and so forth. So these are going to be the 4 verticals on which we are going to seek ideas and technologies, and eventually these 4 verticals will be taken forward independently, and ideas will be sorted and eventually financially also supported for taking them forward. Next slide, please. So who are all eligible, sir? So we will have 2 tracks in this. The first track is students track, and the second track is professionals and startup track. Like similar to Onion Challenge, sir, we have kept the same model, so people should not get confused, because that model has worked for us pretty well. So technology students, which includes UG, PG, PhD students, diploma students, can actually go ahead and apply in student track. This student track, where faculty members are also eligible for it. And apart from that, people from industry, professionals, MSME, startups can apply for track 2. Next slide. So it will be a 4-stage process, the entire grand challenge. And based on our learning of our Onion Challenge, we have shortened the stages. So first stage is simple idea submission, which will happen. It will be the idea submission will be in form of PPT, ma'am. And based on the idea submitted, we have an evaluation team already in place. They will shortlist the ideas. Then there will be a small amount of funding which will go for converting those ideas into POCs based after shortlisting of those ideas. Then once the POCs are ready, they will move to stage two. Only some ideas from stage one will move to stage two. Not all ideas will move from stage one to stage two, where from POC to prototyping will be done. Again, there will be screening at stage two, and only good ideas which have scalable potential or scalability will move to stage three, which is product development, followed by field implementation. So it will be about a year-long kind of a process which will be there, and we hope to actually at the end of stage four have real-life technologies which are implementable. Next slide. So this is our website where people can go ahead and participants can and submit their ideas. It is http://doca.gov.in. We will actually circulate this website in all our flyers so that it will be available. Sir, we will also request you to go ahead and tweet and put it on your social media. We will also publicize this to social media so that we get large number of applications. Next slide, please. So as these are our internal platforms which we will be using, like Tomato Onion Challenge, we have also developed Tomato platform for Tomato Challenge, where we will actually look at idea submissions, then evaluation of the idea. Everything will be done online with the help of our experts, sir. Only we would like to ensure through this communication that the institutes which have joined us as experts or panelists who have joined us as experts cannot participate as participants. So we need to ensure that there is conflict of interest. That is what so this is where we are currently, sir. Today we will do the soft launch of it, and from today itself we will start publicizing it across all our technical and non-technical institutions, including our premier institutions like IITs, NITs, triple ITs.
प्रेजेंटेशन किया ना कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी को कल मोटा सा टेबल पे
हाँ. So, sir, so before we go for the soft launch, where Secretary Sir inaugurates, I will request Chairman AICTE Professor Sitaram Sir to give his brief remarks.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Baijere. Sri Rohit Kumar Singh, Secretary, Department of Consumer Affairs, and is really very happy to be part of this Tomato Grant Challenge launch 2023. I'm very happy that AICTE is looking at problems along with Department of Consumer Affairs on agriculture value chain, which is our strength of our country. So this integrated range of goods and services of this value chain necessary for agriculture product is very critical, and I hope this Tomato Grant Challenge will come with innovative solutions. And I just wanted to give you one example of Namakkal, of the poultry success story, which has also yielded. Some of you, I think, should look at it carefully. It has really developed many other avenues for the farmers and also others. So it creates an excellent ecosystem. And I'm very, very happy, and also congratulate the Consumer Affairs taking up this kind of challenges, which are very relevant for our nation, and which will actually give value to the agriculture value chain, and it becomes a very critical in agricultural products reaching the consumers at the end. So it is almost like Honorable Prime Minister's dream, from land to the research to the consumer. So it is basically the approach itself is a very unique one. So I congratulate both Department of Consumer Affairs and particularly AICTE under the leadership of Dr. Jere, looking at these innovation challenges. And I wish that this will be a very successful one, And similarly, so many other products are there. Maybe we can take a look at it. There will be an innovation. So this few words, I again thank both the consumer affairs as well as AICTE also coming up jointly for such an event. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Professor Sitaram sir. Now we will request our Honorable Secretary, Rohit sir, to actually go ahead and inaugurate the website.
क्या करना है?
The launch.
Launch.
So I would request Professor Sitaram to join me jointly.
Yes, sir.
So thank you, sir, for launching. So now I will request you to go ahead and address. We are live on YouTube.
Okay.
We will be. I think we are joined by a few hundreds institutions, sir.
Okay, very good.
So your message will reach
Yeah.
across the country.
So good morning, everyone. First of all, I'm very happy to launch this challenge, and I can just recall 2 years back I was in the Ministry of Culture and we were launching this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Then Dr. Jere came to me and said, "Sir, we in AICTE help ministries and departments do these kind of hackathons where technology intensive problems are there and other grand challenges. So I would request you to identify problems of your department which I could take up." It was such a music to our ears that there is this organization which is coming proactively to all the ministries and asking them to identify their problems so that they can help us solve. मेरे ख्याल से इतना अच्छा अवसर सरकार में बहुत कम होता है. And that day I became a big fan of his and his motorcycles. So there we are. But on a more serious note, I think each ministry has issues where an intense engagement with the academic community and the researchers and the young people is required. And as Honorable Prime Minister also keeps saying, which Professor Sitaram also referred to, that unless we proactively support innovation and promote innovation, the country will not reach where we want it to reach. And I think in the current context, innovation is the key, because manufacturing and services, they are at kind of a standstill, and any country which will champion innovation will move ahead. And we've seen how small countries like Finland, Ireland, Israel, just because of innovation, their GDPs, etc., are rising so high. Of course, they have their specific problems, but despite those problems, they keep rising. I want to talk about the current challenge, and it is so contextual and relevant that this is happening today, because for last 2-3 days, media is full of reports that tomato prices have crossed 100 rupees in many metros, and this is happening. So we had a detailed meeting chaired by Cabinet Secretary yesterday, where all stakeholders are present. And tomato and onions, more so tomato, because of their perishability and their distributed production across the geography and across the calendar over the year, it complicates the problem further. So that is why it is more important to have this challenge and get new ideas on how to, both in terms of varieties, as the professor said in the last meeting. So we'll have to segregate the processing varieties versus ready to eat. We'll have to actively promote processing, but we'll also have to ensure supplies throughout the year. Now, the two key paradigms of this ministry are to ensure affordability and availability of essential commodities throughout the year. And I think this challenge will throw up ideas which will help us address both the issues. And I just want to show this. I don't know whether the camera will capture this. We did a little study as to how tomato, is grown across the country. And you will see that, here are different regions of the country. The green is the planting time and orange is the harvesting time. So we want, by good storage, that orange graphs should be throughout the year. And I hope this helps us solve. we also did a little study on where actually it is grown, and I think I have something here. Yeah. So this is how it is grown across the country. The dark brown ones are the states where it is grown more than 5% of country's total. And if you aggregate the dark brown, it is about 80%. But you see the bigger populous states on the north, they consume it the most. So the issue of balancing production with consumption, storage, transportation, varieties which last longer, and as I'm again referring to, as the professor said last time, that processing has to be actively promoted, because then only you can store it for a longer time. Because of the heavy moisture water content, you can't store it as it is for a long time. So we have, I must thank AICTE that we have achieved, at least in my perception, considerable success in terms of ideas and prototypes in the onion challenge. Although it's a little more difficult thing to achieve in that time frame, but hopefully another 1 year we'll have active solutions which are implementable and which will help us improve storage and address the issue of perishability of onion. By the way, we produce about 320 lakh tons of onions, out of which 25 to 30% are lost in storage. So that's a huge quantity, and the spikes that we see in the prices across the year can really be addressed if storage is made more robust. So that is where that grand challenge. I also want to touch on one issue, that in these grand challenges, sometimes you get secondary and incidental benefits where we get ideas which are not actually the part of the project. But for example, in the onion challenge, we got these two ideas where I think IISc Bangalore or some institute says that you can use the onion peel for water filtering, and you can filter the industrial wastewater to at least usable for agriculture, if not potable. The other was, there's a young scientist up north. She said that I can use the onion peel to derive a vaccine for the lumpy disease. So initially we were not thinking to get some ideas out of the onion challenge, but we are very happy that such ideas also come. So there are great accidental benefits in such challenges. But Dr. Jere, your work is not done yet. We are ready with the third and fourth challenge, which is actually a hackathon thing.
Okay.
So this afternoon only we are addressing the media on the challenge of dark challenges.
Okay.
How on e-commerce websites people are being taken to unintended consequences.
Right.
And they are being trapped in subscription traps and
Right.
many other things, which in totality is called dark patterns.
Yes.
So we are always already talking to IIT BHU on that. But along with them and you, I think we will have a hackathon.
Yes, sir.
To develop software or plugins or applications to discover
Yes.
as to whether these websites are deploying those patterns from the user's point of view.
Okay.
See, we are not a research organization. We work for consumers.
Right.
So we want to give consumers help to identify the dark patterns.
Right, sir.
So that is hackathon number 3, and I think Nidhi has some more up her sleeve later on. So in the end, I want to thank Chairman AICTE for his presence and everybody who's present in this video conference. This is a great thing, and if we are able to address onions and tomatoes, probably we would have done a great service to the nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rohit sir. So before we conclude, sir, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Nidhi Madam, Goite sir, Vinit sir for giving all the support apart from the entire team at Ministry of Consumer Affairs, as well as my team at AICTE and Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, sir, MIC. And sir, as you rightly said, together we will actually ensure that we get great response for this Grand Tomato Challenge, similar to what we have got for Onion Challenge, sir. And we will be more than happy, as you said, to work with you on subsequent challenges. Thank you very much, sir. I think we can conclude, sir, and we will start now working on actually getting great ideas.
Okay, thanks.